It's the series that I'm sure needs no introduction at this point. You've read the title, you know what this is going to be. Welcome to Worst Tattoos Part 17. Let's go. Jumping straight in, the first one we have is this. And there's a bit of context required for this one. I found this on a website that had like a list of bad tattoos or whatever, and the caption for this one said something like, this is supposed to be a constellation of stars in space or something. Nice idea, but it doesn't work, evidently. Instead of a nice space piece on this woman's chest, all she got was a bunch of mouldy dots, basically. I'm not really sure how you would ever think this would work to begin with. Like, maybe just me, but if I came up with this idea, I think I would pretty quickly come to the conclusion that, okay, hang on, yeah, that probably ain't gonna work very well when you actually put it into practice. So, yeah, evidently this person did not have that same thought process, went ahead with it, and now she looks like one of those weird kinds of bread with all the seeds in it. Sorry about that. Oh well, this one's just making me very uncomfortable. I'm not sure what it is about this one. Okay, I can't see the ones on his arms and the back of his neck, so we're not going to focus on those ones for today. I can't tell how high quality they are or not, so those will get a pass. What is bothering me about this is, well, there's a few things actually. One, I feel like his jeans are down too low. I feel like they should be up a bit higher. Second is this random like patch of what looks like hair just like on his lower back. He doesn't look hairy at all anywhere else. Why does he just have a random patch of hair like on the small of his back? That's disgusting, mate. Sorry. And then of course the tattooed Speedo is. This is ridiculous, honestly. The tattoo itself doesn't even look like this had like the proper colour packed in, especially on the pink bit. That kind of looks unfinished to me. I'm sure it was a funny joke, but to people that aren't in on the joke, that don't have the right context in mind, this just makes you look like a bit of a dumbass, really, not gonna lie. Next one is a little bit NSFW, just a warning. Here we go. Spank Me Daddy, and there's some really badly drawn dogs shagging. This is the kind of tattoo somebody who engages in the art of bestiality will probably get. 20 quid says this person engages in animal sex. Come on. You know that a lot of tattoo places, they have, like, a lot of them that are self-respecting will probably have policies against doing certain kinds of tattoos, and this is probably the sort of thing that would be on most people's lists. Lucky for the person getting the tattoo, they managed to find one of the shops that was willing to do it. This tattoo is wrong on so many levels. No. Oh, this one's bad. This one's bad. Oh my god. I'm not going to judge the way this guy's nipple looks because he probably can't help that. Although I will admit this is a bit of a strange looking nipple, at least in my experience. I've not seen that many nipples, but this one, it looks a little bit unusual compared to others that I've seen. But like I said, I'm not going to judge him on that. What I am going to judge him on, however, is my third nipple. I've got to be completely honest here. I didn't really look at this one much when I saved it to my computer to make this video. I just found it and thought that looks pretty bad, so I put it in the video. I'm now looking at it properly for the first time while filming this, and I've just realised some of the mistakes. Okay, I don't really like when people get fancy, like, font styles for their tattoos. I think it looks kind of pretentious and weird, and more often than not, they usually end up with typos and misspellings in that make you look like an even more dumbass than you already do look. But okay, I gotta admit, the my doesn't look too bad, but then thirth, 3 and a little th. How do you make that mistake? Anyone with half a brain cell knows that should say third. Instead of a th, that should be a little rd next to the 3. Third, not thirth. My third nipple. My third nipple. Was this done by a Frenchman with a lisp? If it wasn't, then this is definitely a crime against humanity. Okay, this is really bad. I'm actually struggling to read this. Okay, so why does this look so faded? Oh, wow. I really hope this is like an old tattoo that's been on your body for like at least a few years, and that's why it looks so faded and washed out, because if this is brand new, then the artist clearly made some kind of mistake while doing it on you. So, I'm going to try and read what this one says. I don't actually know what it says. I hope you always had a reason to smile. I think that's what it's supposed to say. Well, I think that's what it says anyway. I think what it's supposed to say is I hope you always have a reason to smile. Spelled wrong, obviously. I think reason could be spelled razon. This handwriting is almost completely illegible and unreadable, but it looks like they've missed out the E in reason. I could be wrong. Only silver lining is that it looks like it's pretty small and possibly on a foot. That might be some toes at the bottom. Can't quite tell. I hope to God, for the sake of this person, that's the case. So at least you can cover it up. Socks are going to be your best friend in this situation, my friend. Like, fucking hell. Oh my god. Alright, it's bad enough that people have misspelled like quotes on themselves, but at least those are just like a small sentence. This guy appears to have got an entire paragraph done on him. It's not the strongest humans who are remarkable, nor the most intelligent, but rather the ones who create the path rather than, not than, then follow it. My meaning of life is to live and to fully enjoy the infinite possibilities that my choices in life create. Okay, well, credit where credit's due. I think the only grammatical / spelling error in there is instead of than, he put then. But apart from that, this, from a spelling point of view, doesn't look to be bad. The font's a little bit uninspired, I will admit, but at least it's readable, unlike the fancy French squiggly writing. But then again, the whole quote just seems kind of weird and pretentious to me. It could have been a lot worse, I'll say that. It could have been a lot worse. Well, this one's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Jesus is my saviour. I'm not sure Jesus is going to be very proud of this particular tattoo man. It was very faded, the font's not very readable, it's in a questionable place. Just look at it. Oh my god. Moving on. There's not much to say about this one, it's just terrible. Ooh, right, well this one's honest at least. I regret this. Yeah, fair enough. At least you're completely honest about regretting whatever this swirling nonsense pattern is. I admire this one, you know. It takes a lot of balls to admit that you regret a tattoo by getting a complimentary tattoo above it to signify your feelings about the previous tattoo, you know? I honestly admire that. Oh, and looky who it is. It's Captain... I can't think of a funny thing to say here, sorry. You might remember in the last episode of this series we had a lot of bad portrait face tattoos, basically. Yeah, we're not done with them just yet. I'm afraid we have one more, and it's this guy here. Well, it's one of the less... how do I put this? It's one of the less demented looking face portrait tattoos that I've seen. Yeah, nothing much to say about this. It's not exactly the worst, but it is far from the greatest. Okay, before I show you this next one, I wrote a little song, right? Da-da, 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 da. It's the inbred family. Yeah, no, sorry, that's pretty much all I came up with for that joke on the spot. Yeah, so this is like the culmination of all of the bad portrait tattoos that we've had up to this point, and oh my god, fucking hell. As if one bad portrait tattoo per person wasn't bad enough, we've got a whole family of the inbred nutcases this time around. Also, I just realised this is on some guy's arm, like his bicep. How fucking fat are his upper arms? Jeez, they're like fucking watermelons, jeez. So, I don't know if this is supposed to be this guy's family or something. If that's the case, then dear god are they ugly. Fucking hell, I've never seen such a bad collection of portrait tattoos in my life. I think my favourite is the Karen looking woman in the middle of the top row, the one that's just like... That is the most demented fucking expression I've seen in a long time. Well guys, it's time to say goodbye to these demented tattoos, and time to end the video. So that was Worst Tattoos Part 17. If you still have eyes, if you haven't already decided to go and bleach them out immediately after seeing some of these, then use your eyes to view your screen and hit the like button on this video. And while you're at it, subscribe if you haven't already. See you all in the next video, and goodbye my friends, goodbye, goodbye, bye.